There we go. There we go. Making sure everything's working right. Hello, Pio Nation. I hope you're doing well today. My name is Matt Williamson, and you are watching Marietta College Esports. So we have our Rocket League team back. Last week they had a bye week in the NACE Starleague Fall competition, but they are going to be starting up relatively soon with their match against Ferris State. We're still waiting for things to get set up in the lobby, so we're going to go over who is going to be playing for today. Now, we might have a couple of bugs here, so let me see if the roster lineup is working properly, and it looks like it's not, so give me 1 second. I'm going to try to make sure that I have the stream deck working properly here. Sometimes you just have to turn it off and back on again. Let's see if that makes it any better. And apparently we're having a couple of issues with the stream deck, but that's okay. We'll just do this the good old-fashioned way. So let me get the lineup here set up. All right, here we go. So who's going to be playing for today? In no particular order, we'll have our senior Austin Averberger Ozio playing. We will have freshman Justin Shanklin-Shank, and we'll also have freshman Sergey Wall, that guy Sergey. And we have our coaches, our head coach Derek Games, and our Rocket League coach Jeff Thomas. But yeah, so the Pioneers did play against WVU Tech 2 weeks ago, and they did fall 3-1. So we'll see how things go since those couple of weeks to get time to practice a little bit more, get acquainted with things. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. So while we're waiting for that, we'll go over a couple of announcements. So first, to give a shout out to HyperX Gaming with the peripherals they provided. So it's keyboards, mice, headsets, mouse pads. They've provided those for our esports facility. We're using one of their microphones in our broadcasting room right now. They are absolutely amazing. So if you want to get your own HyperX gear, you can definitely go to hyperx.gg/MariettaES. The QR code is up on your screen. I do believe there is a sale going on right now, if I remember correctly. So you can definitely check it out. I think that sale's going on until about mid-October. Also want to give a shout out to Over the Moon Pizza for their support with our esports program. So every Tuesday they will be hosting a game night, which will basically, they'll have a Switch. They'll air some of our matches on their televisions. So definitely go check that out. I believe they'll be doing it again tomorrow. Right now it is Monday if you're watching this live. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's probably not Monday, unless you're watching it on a Monday. But definitely check it out Tuesday evenings on Front Street in Marietta. Also, we'll take a look at the schedule for this week. So we have quite a few things coming at your way. So, of course, we have our Rocket League match against Ferris State in just a few minutes. On Wednesday, our Valorant team will play against Kaiser University Sarasota. So our Rocket League, but our Rainbow Six team did play against them a few weeks ago. Now our Valorant team will be taking a stab at them. And then on Thursday, our Rainbow Six team will be playing against Toronto Metropolitan University at 7 o'clock. And on Friday, we're going to have one of the most hype collegiate Rainbow Six matches out there. And that is because we have our good old rivals from Butler University on Friday at 8:30. You definitely want to check this out. Every match we've had with Butler has been a back and forth. All 3 games, many of those have gone to the wee hours in the morning. It is just very hype. We're so stoked we're going to get to play Butler once again. So definitely check it out on Friday evening. And then on Saturday, we have a lot of games coming your way. So we have our Valorant team playing against Trine University at noon. And then at 3 o'clock, our League of Legends team will be playing against Trine University. We'll also have the last 2 Fortnite matches for the the NACE Starleague regional qualifier. So there'll be one Saturday at 3 o'clock. We'll try to air as many games as possible on there. But we will have our League of Legends match going on at the same time. And then we will also have, again, on Sunday at 3 o'clock, but we will be able to air all the games for that one. All right, still checking any updates with the match. So I am not seeing anything. Let's see if I can look at the match lobby. And it doesn't look like anyone's in yet. So I'm not too sure what's going on here. But that's okay. So once I know how things are going, we'll just kind of keep an eye out. Hopefully we'll be able to get the game underway. So while we're waiting, we'll go over a couple more announcements. So why not? So we're always looking for more players for our esports program. So we have our Fortnite teams, we have Hearthstone, we have League of Legends, Overwatch, although Overwatch 2 coming out soon, so that means next week our Overwatch 2 team will start competing in NACE as well. Of course, we have our Rainbow Six, Rocket League, Super Smash Bros., and Valorant teams. So we have our dedicated esports facility. You've probably seen a little bit of it during some of our pre-streams and breaks. Mostly it's our Smash team practicing, of course, but you do get to see a little bit of what our facility is like. We have our dedicated coaches. We have programming to help promote success for our esports players, whether it's inside or outside the game. And of course, we do have scholarships available. So to follow all the latest updates with what's going on with Marietta College Esports, please be sure to follow us here at, that is not the correct link. You know, this is what happens when I have too many different versions of, this is what happens when I have, when I have way too many versions of the recruiting or different things with OBS. I got like 7 different OBS profiles for all these different matches. So let's get the correct image up here while I have a minute. So let's pick that one. There we go. That looks so much better. And yes, we still support Hearthstone. It's just a club level team. But all your information can be found at linktr.ee/Marietta Esports. So speaking of scholarships, we do offer scholarships to be a part of our esports program, but that does require a tryout. Now, I have not had a chance to update this graphic, but our next tryouts will be on Saturday, October 8th. This is going to be in conjunction with the admissions open house that's going on campus. So if you would like to do a tryout, if you are visiting during the open house and you would like to try to do a tryout for a scholarship while you're here, you can definitely follow these steps here. If you want to schedule online, we can try to make that work too. So all you got to do is fill out our recruitment inquiry form. So that is going to be bit.ly/mcrecruit. And then you would schedule the scholarship tryout. So that's going to be bit.ly/mcesport tryout. And then you would join our Discord server, bit.ly/pyodiscord. The QR codes are up on your screen. So you can definitely, I would say, screenshot it, clip it, whatever you need to do. But that way you know when the tryouts are coming. In fact, I should probably get a post reminder about it. Yeah, I'll try to do that later today. But we're also in the middle of several fundraising campaigns. So first and foremost, we are participating in the Marietta College Virtual Stadium Sellout. So that is a fundraising opportunity that's for all Marietta College varsity athletic programs, which does include the esports program. So you can go to givecampus.com/QHZGZI. The QR code for that is up on your screen. You can designate esports when you make your gift. So you can give any amount that you would want. No amount is too big or too small. Just make sure that when you click on your designation that you do select the esports program. And this is going on until Saturday, October 15th, which is less than 2 weeks away. So what does your gifts do for us? So right now we're in the middle of trying to get more computers for our facility. We purchased a couple recently, thanks to prior support from all of you. So thank you so much for allowing that, because we've grown quite a bit, and it's kind of hard to fit that many students in one room with so many computers. So we're trying to see if we can get some more. We're also trying to participate in more events. There are more LAN events happening nowadays, so we're hoping to go to some of those. And then we also are trying to organize some of our own events. So your support can help make that happen. All right, so it looks like the lobby is getting set up here. So I don't know if everything is going to work properly. But I'm going to make sure, in case there are some issues, I'm going to just make sure that audio and everything is good. So let's see if this works. The audio is working, but now we can get the transition working. Here we go. Marietta College versus Ferris State. So Marietta will be the blue team. Ferris State will be the orange team. So already seen Ferris State playing very aggressively, trying to go for the shot for the goal, but it does get blocked by Sergey and Shank. Now Tyler's going to try to take control of the ball for Ferris State, putting it into the corner, but it gets knocked away by Ozio, and we're already getting some FPS lag here. But we're good, okay. And Sergey's going to go for the shot, but it does get blocked by Barber, trying to go for the Regal, and just a little bit to the right, it does not go, but Ozio will get demoed. Now Shank's going to try to make a play, gets a shot for the goal, but not Tyler is there, but it bounced off to the side. Shank's going to go for the rebound, but loses control of the ball. So Ozio gives a great defend against not Tyler. The ball's heading straight over to Ferris State's goal, and Ozio, it gets Marietta on the board. All right, so the Pioneers are up by 1 with 3 minutes 53 seconds remaining. So great defense there by Sergey. Sergey's going to knock it away, head towards the center of the field, but I believe that is Barber that knocked it away to the side, but Shank is there to defend. But now Tyler is trying to get the ball over to Marietta's side, but Sergey's going to be there with the block. So the ball heading over to Ferris State's side, but it does get knocked away. Ozio with a great defense to get it away from the goal. But not Tyler and Sergey are going to be a little bit of fight here, but Shank will tip it just a little over not Tyler. And now Shank's got control of the ball, looking for the pass, does not get it. Going for the shot, but Sergey is there with the block. 2 minutes and 55 seconds remain in the round. So Ozio tips it away. Barber is going to try to take control of the ball and pass it to Strife. It almost goes in, but Ferris State was not able to clinch it, and Ozio and the rest were able to get it away. That has to be so heartbreaking and so clutch for the Pioneers. Ozio tries to set the play, but just not enough follow-up. Sergey would divert the ball to the side, fights with Barber over control of the ball. Shank's going to tip a little bit, but Sergey's going to not take it over to the right side. Goes for the flip, but loses control of the ball a little bit. And Straffiger is able to take control of the ball, but Shank will fight for control. Not Tyler is also there contesting. 2 minutes remain on the clock. And Sergey gets demoed. This may be Ferris State's opportunity to go for a strike, but Ozio is there to knock it down. Sergey's already respawned. Going to fly in the air, tips it way over Ozio, but Barber is there to knock it away. We're going to see the ball's over on Ferris State's side. Struffer's trying to rebound it off, but Sergey and Shank are fighting for it. They're going to fall back since the ball is heading over. A minute 30 remains, and Shank with a great tip over the goal. And Shank's just trying to keep the ball away from Ferris State. Minute 17 remains. Sergey will knock it over to the right side of the field. Not Tyler will try to repossess control for Ferris State. Ferris State went for the shot, but was just not able to line it up. 1 minute remains, and ball still on Marietta's side. Ozio's going to try to knock it down the field, but not Tyler is there to contest, but Sergey will at least bump it away. Shank goes to the defense. The goal is open, but Streffiger is not able to get the shot, and Sergey will knock it away. 41 seconds remains now. And Ferris State is looking to try to at least tie it up. Striker is going to go for the bounce. Does not connect. It bounces too high. And Shank there with a great save. Now we got the 30-second warning. Can the Pioneers eat out the clock and take the first game? And the goal is wide open, and Ozio will land the goal. Just a great play by Ozio to spot the opening. The goal is left exposed, and Pioneers are up 2-0 with 24 seconds remaining. But Ferris State is still going to be looking for the play. The ball goes close to the goal, but just wide to the left. 15 seconds to go. Ferris State is trying to set up the play. It's still in that corner. 10 seconds remain. Can the Pioneers close this out? 5 seconds remaining. Goals exposed, but Sergey and Shank are fighting for the ball amongst themselves. And Ozio's going to go for the shot. Shank and Ozio are trying to pass to get it, but doesn't quite get it. All right, so with that, the Pioneers will take this first map here. And I'm going to try to see if I can get everything set up. The challenge is my Stream Deck is not working properly. So I might not be able to... Of course, there's going to be technical difficulties in here. So I might not be able to get the images set up right. Yeah, in fact, we've already started up here. So let's just go back to the game here. Pioneers are up by 1. I will tell you that. Yeah, and I could try to see if I can get the images set up here properly. So Tyler goes for the shot, but Sergey is there for the block. It's going to be hard to do this while commentating at the same time. So another shot to goal, but Sergey is there for the block. You'll see balls over on Ferris State's side, but they will knock it over towards Marietta's side of the field. And they're going to go for the shots. And just a little bit to the left for Ferris State. Goes to the rebound, but a great defense by the Pioneers. But yeah, just a great setup by the Pioneers. They're trying to hang out the clock. But they go for the score. And just as I say that, Ferris State is able to get onto the board. The Tyler bounces it off the ball. Struffer does the rebound, and Barber is able to tap it in. And we see Shank tried to go for the block, but just was not able to get it. Okay, there we go. I was able to get the score updated, so we'll just do that. And we see Ozio is going to get demoed. So Mary's going to try to knock it away from Ferris State. 3:09 remains in this game. Sergey is going to take the ball down the side, bounces into the air. Can Marietta follow up? Ozio goes for the shot, but it goes a little bit to the left. But Shank's going to bounce it towards the center, but Barber is there to block. Sergey went for the shot, but was just not able to connect. But Ozio is going to keep the pressure onto Ferris State's side. Now Tyler's going to go for the ball, but fights with Sergey. But Shank is going to take control of the ball. And it's just going to bump in the middle, so the ball goes flying in the air in the center. But Barber is going to take it over to the left side, but Sergey is going to disrupt a little bit. Ozio is there to knock it away from the goal. Strufferger is going to center it up, but Shank is there with the save. Ball tips high in the air. And that's so close to going in. And a huge save there by Ozio. It almost exploded, but Ozio was able to react fast enough. Now Tyler's going to try to center the ball. Sergey tips it into the air, passes it over to Shank, but Shank is not able to follow up. And Ozio loses control as well, just using the boost a little too much, but he's going to try to dribble it away. Goes over to the left side, flies in the air, 2 minutes remain. Ozio's going to go for the shot, but it's just a little, lobs too high, and they're able to bounce it off. Barber's going to knock it towards Marietta's side. But Sergey is going to be there for the block, and Ozio flies over, but not Tyler is able to take it away from him. And Ferris State's going to go for the shot, but doesn't get the angle they need. Shank's going to knock it over, but Barber is there to intercept, and it's going to fight a little bit. Ozio knocks it high in the air. Strufferger is going to try to re-control the ball, centers it up. Not Tyler will knock it away. But Shank is there for the defense. Ozio gets demoed, and Ferris State was not able to take advantage of that small power play, and Barber's going to get demoed. Tennessee Strufferger's going to knock the ball close to Marietta's goal. And not Tyler goes for it, but doesn't quite connect it. They're going to try to take a second shot. But now 1 minute remains. Marietta needs to score on this minute if they want to take game 2. Strofferger's going to take control of the ball, but Shank's going to knock it away. It bounces over the goal. Barber is able to defend, and we're getting a little bit of FPS issues. I'm not too sure what's going on here. But I mean, it's still viewable. 40 seconds remain. Ozio's going to center up. Sergey's going to fall back. But Shank's going to fight for the control of the ball. But Ozio's there to knock it away a little bit more. And Ozio keeps fighting. 30 seconds remain. Barber knocks it away. And Shank's going to go for a boost shot. But not Tyler is there to defend. But Ozio knocks it high near. 20 seconds remain. Marietta is running out of time. But Shank's going to center it up. Ozio's going to go for the shot. And he gets it in with 14 seconds remaining. Just a great tip there. A nice flip by Ozio. Goes to the side corner. And now it's one score apiece. Ozio does win the tip-off, but Strufferger has the ball. He's going to go for an open goal, and Pioneers made a fatal flaw. They went all in on the ball. Like, there was a double, triple commit. Goal was exposed, and Ferris State was able to capitalize it, and they're able to score within just a few seconds. So now Marietta is down by 1 once again. Marietta's going to have to score in just 3 seconds. Shank is going to be able to defend. Ozio is going to go for the shot, but just not going to get it. And with that, Ferris State will take the second map. All right, so give me a second here to get all this set up because I have to do everything manually. Or at least I'll say that I'm ready. Okay, so let's get... There we go. All right. But yeah, it all just came down to an exposed goal right at the last second, and the Pioneers got punished for it. So now 1 apiece. So this has turned into a best of 3, folks. So the ball starts on Ferris State's side. And Strufferger's going to go for the goal, but it's exposed. Shank is there at the last second to save it. Sergey does get demoed. Not Tyler going to go for the rebound, and Shank's going to get demoed. It seems like Ferris State's strategy might just be to see how many demolitions they can get. So the ball goes past Barber, but is going to be able to repossess control of the ball. Sergey gets demoed again. So now Tyler's going to try to set up the play. Sergey does fight for control of the ball. Ozio is going to knock it into the air. Going to go for the vertical. It bounces, but Barber is there to defend. So now Tyler is taking the ball down the field, but Barber's going to tip it towards the center, but Shank is there to knock it to the side. Which the ball's going to be centered, but Sergey is going to knock it away towards the center. But not Tyler will knock it back, and Shank's going to knock it over towards the center to set up for Barber. Knocks into the air, and the corner shot, and Ferris State will score first. So it just hits the crossbar at the right spot, angles in, and Ferris State will be on the board first in game 3. So now Sergey is going to be taking the ball, centering it up and ricocheting for the shot, but Barber is there to knock it away, but Ozio is going to take it away from Barber and try to set the play. Bounces off to the side, tips it away from not Tyler, and just jukes left and right, but Barber is there to knock it towards the corner. Strufferger is going to knock it back. Shank with the play. Let's see that again, trying to figure out exactly what happened there. So Strufferger knocks it down, but Shanks is going to just tip it over and go straight towards the center, and Marietta ties this up 1 apiece. So 3 minutes and 20 seconds remains to the clock. Ball goes straight towards Marietta's goal, but fortunately the angle was off and they didn't get punished for it. We talked about this before. You cannot leave the goals exposed like that. Speaking of goals being almost exposed, but Ferris State was able to defend. There was a demolition. Shank was able to defend, though. Strufferger is going to knock it over to the right side, but going to center up the play for not time to go for the shot. Doesn't get the angle he wants. Sergey is going to knock it down towards the middle, but Barber and Sergey fight for it. It heads towards the goal, and Sergey gets demoed, but Ozio is going to be able to get the rebound and the goal. Let's see that again. So I'm just going to go over the side. And just a perfect angle, and the Pioneers are now up 2-1. 2:46 remains in this game, folks. It is a back and forth. Check and Strufferger to fight for the ball. Heads towards the Ozio. Strufferger is going to try to set the play. And Todd Tyler goes for the shot, but Sergey was right there to be able to defend. So now Sergey is going to be taking the ball around the corner. Ball gets away from him. Barber is going to repossess control, but passes it to not Tyler, centering up the play, but Ozio is going to bounce it off to the side, but loses control, and Strufferger is going to go for the shot, but it doesn't go in. Barber is going to try to get the corner shot, and Strufferger actually saves the ball for the Pioneers. Not Tyler is going to knock it over to the corner, and Barber goes for the shot. Ozio kind of tips it towards the goal, but Shank is there to knock it away. And Ozio tips it away from not Tyler. Could this be another goal? It is, in fact, another goal for the Pioneers. So great ball handling by Ozio, dribbling over and knocked over to the side. And the Pioneers are up 3-1, 2 minutes remaining in this game. Can they keep this momentum? Because this is a game where just one little thing can make a world of difference. We saw that in game 2, where in just a matter of seconds, Ferris State was able to score. Just like that, 6 seconds, and Ferris State has closed the difference by 1. So you cannot let up in this game. Great play by Barber to get back into this. They're down by 1, so Marietta's going to have to be careful. You cannot leave the goals exposed. You cannot let up. Barber and Serge will fight for the ball. Ozio is going to knock it to the side. Strufferger is going to center up the play, but still for the shot for Barber. Does not get the angle they need. Tyler's going to knock it into the air, but Shank's going to bounce it, but the ball's exposed, and Barber does not get the goal he needs, and Strufferger tries to go for the rebound and just still not getting the angles they want. Otherwise, that would have been an easy goal. Sergey and not Tyler are fighting for the ball. Ozio is going to knock it into the air or tip it to the side, but loses control, but Shank's there to bounce it away from Strufferger. And the ball gets centered into position, and everyone misses, and Barber gets credit for the score, and we're tied up 3 apiece. And this is where Sergey tried to go for it, to be fair, but he missed it, and that gives Ferris State a chance to get back to this game. 1:20 remains. And Shank's going to knock it to the corner. Barber tips it into the air. And Shank will knock it away, but Ozzy's going to fight for control of the ball. Bounces it towards Strufferger. And gets disrupted in the process, but Sergey will knock it into the corner. But now Tyler's going to set the play. Shank misses, but Ozio is there to set it to the corner. Less than a minute remains. Sergey's going to go for the hit, but not Tyler is there first. And now Tyler's going to go for the shot, but it hits the crossbar, trying to recenter the shot. Strufferger does fight for it, but Shank's going to set the play pass to Ozio, which knocks it down to Ferris State's side into the corner. 37 seconds remain. Barber's going to try to take the ball on the side of the field, Not Tyler gets demoed, and Barber gets bumped. We get the 30-second warning. Ozzy is going to knock it, take it over to the side, but Ozzy gets demoed in the process, and Not Tyler is going to take the ball towards the center and then over to the side. But Ozzy is there to knock it away. 15 seconds remain. And Ozzy is going to try to center it up. And Shank goes for the stop, but Sergey is there as well. Even with the double commit, Sergey gets the right angle and grits the shot. Lobs in the air, Sergey flies, tips it right into that bottom right corner. And now Pioneers are up 4-3, 9 seconds remain. We just saw, though, that Ferris State scored in 6 seconds. So it's not over yet, folks. That Ferris State's going all they can to go for the shot. The ball's dangerously close to the corner. But time is now expired if they can get the ball to the ground. And Marietta will take game 3 of this best-of-3 series, 4-3. It has been back and forth here. That is not what I wanted, sorry. There we go, that's what we want here. But yeah, very back and forth. Let me get all the scripts updated here. But all right, it is, so Pioneers are up 2-1 now. Can they close this out? They just need this next game and they will take the match. If Ferris State takes it, we will go to game 5. So everyone is ready. So let's get this underway. Match point for the Pioneers. Ozio is able to tip it to Ferris State's side first. Ball's just kind of flying in the air. Strofferger is going to take control, but Shank is there to defend. Ball heads towards Ferris State's goal. And it's still there, but just not getting the angle that Marietta needs. Not Tyler gets demoed, but Barber is going to try to take the ball down to Marietta's field. And Shank goes for the defense, and Ozio is there to help save it. Now Tyler is going to try to fly in the air, uses up all of his boost, but Sergey is there for the block. And Sergey is going to be fighting. Not Tyler will bounce it a little bit back to Marietta's side. Shank's going to tip it away. Strofferger is over there, but Ozzy will knock it away from him, trying to center it back up, but Barber 88 tries to get the hit, but misses. Sergey, a big hit towards the goal. Is Sergey going to be able to follow up? And just a little bit to the right, unfortunately. Shank's going to try to bounce it off to the side, but Barber is there to defend. Pioneers need to fall back so they can defend. And we see 2 have fallen back. Barber 8 and Shank are fighting for it, but Shank is going to try to knock it down towards towards Ferris State's side of the field. Sorry, just getting a couple things here fixed with the settings. But we see Ozzy going for the pressure, but not Tyler and Struffer are going to take the ball down to Marietta's side of the field, centering it up, but all 3 Pioneers are there to defend. 3.5 minutes remain in this game, and no one has scored. Ferris State is trying to set up the play. Ball goes into the corner. Not Tyler is going to center it up, but we see Sergey kind of tips it. And Barber is going to go for the shot, but Ozzy with a huge save. But Not Tyler is going to bounce it back up, but Shank will knock it away. So Ozzy is going to try to center up the play, and Shank was going to try to go for the shot, but Barber was there to defend. Ball goes flying, and everyone whips. Not Tyler is tipping people. But now Strofferger is going to center, but the ball gets knocked towards Ferris State's goal. Barber 88, is able to flip it away. But now we see goal is partially exposed. Barber is going to go for a bounce shot. And a huge save there by Sergey. Strofferger went for the strike, but Sergey was there right in front. And we're going to see Sergey and Barber fighting for the ball. But Shank's going to knock it away. Tips high into the air. But Barber will knock it. But once again, the goal is exposed. Barber's going to go for it and demo Shank. And Barber stopped the ball, but I think Serge accidentally knocked it in. So we see the demo and he blocks it. Well, yeah, just stopped right there and it bounced. Sergey hit it and then Barber bounced it back. But Ferris State is up now 1-0. 2 minutes, 18 seconds remain in the round. And we see now Tyler gets demoed. But Ozio is going to knock it over. Strufferger tries to bounce it, but it goes over his head. Now Tyler is there to defend, but Shank's going to go for the shot, but misses. Ozzy's going to try to retake control of the ball, and Sergey knocks it, but Ferris State is there to maintain their pressure. Strasburger is going to try to set up the corner to rotate around. Centers up, but no follow-up from Ferris State. So Shank and Barber are going to contest for the ball. Minute 43 remains. Sergey is there for the block. Now Tyler is going to go for the shot, but Ozio is going to kind of knock it, but a little bit of bumper car action going on there on the side. Goes off to the corner. Minute 30 remains. Not Tyler's going to set up the play, but Sergey is going to knock it over his head, centering it up a little bit, but Strasburger is there for the block. Sergey goes for the hit. Ball tips high right in front of Ferris State's goal, but no score as a result. Now Tyler knocks it out to Marietta's side of the field, a little bit to the left of the goal, and Barber goes for the shot, but doesn't get it, and now Tyler is going to knock it in, and now Ferris State is up 2-0. A minute 9 remains. Marietta is just not being able to get the ball over to Ferris State's side that much and be able to set it up. Ferris State has been putting a lot of pressure on this game because they know what's at stake. They have to win if they want to go to a Game 5. The Pioneers need 2 goals to at least go into overtime in this game. And Strasburger is going to go for a third shot, but Shank is there for the defend. The 1-minute warning does come up. Sergey and now Tyler are going to fight for the ball. Ball tips a little bit into the air and going straight for Marietta's goal. Ozio is there for the block. Strasburger's going to set the play, but that guy Serge is going to kind of hit it over to the corner, get set up in the center. Shanks goes for the shot, but it's just not enough oomph to it, and Strasburger is able to knock it away. Now Strasburger is going to go to the play, but 30 seconds remain. Marietta has to put the pressure on. Shank goes for the flip, but doesn't get it. Sergey is there to keep the pressure up. Ozio and Sergey are trying to center up the play, but Strasburger is there for the block. Shank's going to tip it, and now we have just a few seconds remaining. And 5 seconds remain. Can Marietta get on the board? And it doesn't look like it. Even if they do get a goal, it will not be enough. And Ferris State will take that 2-0. All right. But yeah, that was just a really intense, aggressive play by Ferris State. But that means we are going to a Game 5. So this is going to be it. We're down to a best of 1, folks. Winner will take all. So can Marietta hang on just a little bit and try to clinch this? This is the last game here. So everything is going to be on the line here. Strasburger is going to try to center up the ball for Ferris State, but Ozio is going to knock it away. Goes straight for the center, but Barber is there to defend. Ozio is going to go for the shot, but Strasburger is there to defend. Ozio is going to try to center up the play, setting up for Shank to go for the shot. It's just a little bit high. Ozio is going to fight for control, but not Tyler is there to knock it away from Marietta. So now ball's on Marietta's side. Sergey and Strasburger are going to fight for control in that corner. And Sergey and Ozio are going to knock it towards the center, but Barber is going to try to tip it off to the side. And we see Sergey knocks it over to the back corner. And Shank's going to tip it towards the center. Goal's exposed, but Ozio with the rebound, and Marietta is on the board. So just a great play there by Ozio to line up the shot, knowing it's going to bounce. And now Marietta's up 1-0. 4 minutes and 6 seconds remains in this match. That's right, it is this match. It is Game 5, folks. Whoever wins this game will take the entire series. Ozio is trying to keep the pressure up along with Shanks, bouncing it off to the side. And we see Barber and not Tyler were going to kind of knock it away, but see Ozio and Barber going to fight for control of the ball. Sergey knocks it towards the center, but Strasburger is there to defend. Sergey's going to go for the block and doesn't get it. Strasburger does get on the board, so now we tie it up 1 game, or one. Well, it's 2 games apiece, but now it's 1 goal apiece. Shank tries to go for the defense and just not able to connect. Ozio tried to as well, but just a split second too late. Setup ball's going to be on Marietta's side. 3 minutes and 37 seconds remains in this match. Sergey's going to knock it away over with Strafferger is going to knock it. Shank is going to take the ball down the field, but it's going to be fighting on this corner. Centering it up. Ozio gets demoed. So now the Pioneers need to fall back. The Ozio and Barber fight for the ball, and not Tyler and Strafferger kind of dip it a little bit in the air. But we're going to see that guy, Serge, knocks it over to the side. And Shank's going to go for the shot. Bounces by Barber, who's going to try to repossess control. That guy, Serge, is going to knock it away. Less than 3 minutes remain. And we see Serge is trying to keep the ball away from Ferris State's side, but Barber is trying to do everything in defense. Serge knocks it down the field, but not Tyler is there to defend. And knocks it over to the side. Both Shank and Serge are fighting with Tyler, not Tyler, for the ball. But Ozzy is going to, and Sergey just tips it a little bit, and that was an opportunity for Strafferger to go for the goal, but Shank is there to defend. Ozzy is going to take, well, he was going to take control of the ball, but it got tipped a little bit into the air. Sergey tips it into the corner. Not Tyler's trying to take control, but Serge is going to knock it away from it and fight with Barber. But Shank's going to knock it to the side, but Strafferger is there for the block. Ozzy is going to pass it to Serge, but it goes back to Marietta's side of the field. So Serge is going to juke it away from not Tyler, but Barber is going to tip it a little bit, and Strafferger is going to bounce to the side, but Shank is there for the goal. Or at least heading towards the goal. It bounces over, and the goal is exposed, and Ozzy is able to capitalize it, and they take the lead. So great drive down there by Serge, but Ozio is able to drive down as well, and the ball stops right at the corner, and Ozio just goes right through. That's going to get clipped. That guy Serge does tip the ball, but now Ferris State is going to take control, but Serge knocks it away. And Serge is going to go for the goal, but doesn't quite get it. A minute 50 remains in this game. Shank is going to fight for control of the ball in the corner, but not Tyler is able to defend. Ozio is going to fight for it with Strafferger. See if he can juke it away, but Shank is going to try to center it, but Barber is there to knock it away. And Sergey fights with Barber for the ball to disrupt it, but now Tyler repossesses control. Going to center it up. Ozio fights for it, uses the boost, but Shank is there to knock it towards the side, centering it up, but Strafferger is able to knock it away. Shank will tip it. And centering it up for... That's an insane play! Oh my goodness! Did you just see what happened? Look at this! Shank in reverse passes it to the center, and Ozio knocks it in the goal. 3-1. Pioneers are up with a minute 21 remaining. Oh my goodness! The reverse pass. But now Barber AA is going to try to go for the shot, but here we go. You cannot let up. You get an awesome play, you can't let that get into your head, you got to refocus. Goal was exposed, and Ferris State is right back in this. Still 3-2, minute 15 remains. So they're going to fight for the tip. Shank and Barber go for it, but Ozio is going to tip it over to the side. Going to go for the boost, goes for the shot, but Strafferger is there to block, but it gets re-centered. Serge goes for the shot, and Marietta gets on the board. How about that guy, Serge? Ozio tips it to the air, and Serge just knocks it over towards the left, and they're able to get in. 4-2, minute 5 remain. This is game 5, folks. If Pioneers take this, they will take the match. Serge and Strafferger are knocking towards the center, and Barber is fighting so hard for the ball. They know what's at stake. Less than a minute goes. So Strafferger is knocking down the field, and Shank does get demoed, and so does Serge. They are trying to do as many demolitions as possible, and everybody on Marietta is getting demoed. They're trying to clear up the opening so they can go for the shots. But Shank's going to knock it towards the goal, which is exposed, hits the crossbar, so it doesn't go in. So we are seeing Ferris State going for all these commits. That guy Serge is going to go for it, and it's exposed once again, but Barber and Strafferger are there to block it. Shank's going to try to set up the play, and Ozzy's going to go for the jugular, but doesn't connect. 19 seconds remain. With every second that ticks is a higher chance that Pioneers will take the series. Barber's going to knock it over to the corner, and Shanks was trying to go there for defending. Nazio is trying to center the play, not Tyler, taking the ball over. Sergey is, so the goal is exposed, and with 2 seconds left, not Tyler is able to get on the board. Like I said, it's not over yet. There's 2 seconds left, and that's still enough time to score. Pioneers have to be extra careful to not expose the goal at this kickoff. So they just have to hold for 2 seconds to prevent a score. And there you have it, folks. And they are cheering because Pioneers got their first win of this season in a very back and forth bout here. But the Pioneers will take this 3-2. Oh my goodness, this has been a very back and forth battle here. But congratulations to the Pioneers. Some insane plays have been going on here. So, oh my, you know what? We gotta talk to one of the players. I'm not gonna go into break because the strike isn't working right, but I'm gonna just expect to see if I can get someone to do. I'll be right back, folks. That was. All right, thanks everyone for waiting. So, I thought a little bit about was really long. Don't let him win. Congratulations. Luckily, they're the way the schedule's set up. There's another 2 weeks. Tomorrow will be back. Not tomorrow. Back with all the latest Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Thank you all for the follows and the subscriptions. Hope you enjoy the rest of